Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. Lets it fly. Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it any time.
He lets it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. And I can go back to...
And that pass is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
On the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Now the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to fire to the left. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
He's got it upright. Powers through. Off to the races to the right. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cameron. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Now on second down. To the air, it's Bradley. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Off the play fake. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think. So O-line's got to step up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive side stands on the result of the play. The Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking the shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Griffin. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking. He couldn't reel it in. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Griffin. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Back through the air one more time. He tries to take the top off. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the third interception he's thrown.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. A little screen to the running back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Finds a tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form team.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Unleashes one. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Complete to the right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, the inside kick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. The option look. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. There he goes to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Not content to get the fumble. They scored with the fumble. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They move the tight end all over. Handoff to the single back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback will audible. Scanning the field, it's Bradley. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They're going to run it to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. We can just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Throws it in. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He'll pull it down. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. That's caught. It's Cameron. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. With the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Getting set for the point after. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I like how this offense throws to their running backs in different areas of the field. It's not always going to be to the perimeter. It's not always going to be screens, but they can attack the middle of the field, too.
He'll take the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. At the 45 on its way. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they got enough for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Griffin. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Clock's running down late in the ball game. Every first down matters. Every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback. Dropping back to pass, scrambling around, getting the first down, and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. To the ground with the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. To the ground. He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down from the gun, the ground game. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Nerves of steel right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's inside the 10. Called down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw it. Dances away. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a third and long. He wants to throw it again. Another incompletion on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Getting some heat. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Using his legs, it's Genty. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
To the air, it's Bradley. Coming after it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
And the Red Wolves will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And this one will be touched and down at the 25. These last couple of drives Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that they're
Running toward the tape. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Golden Bear. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Guys, how about the philosophy of this team? Aggressive, aggressive, and more aggressive. You got the lead. You're winning, right? And you don't have to kick an onside. But I'm kicking an onside. And they get a nice aggressive mindset, and it's rewarded.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm.
And more yards after contact. The expressway is wide open. Defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Cal!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Move the ball in our defense. Perfection! Let's go, defense!
second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to pass, it's Bradley. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Oh, look out! Inside the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after they play up top. The Red Wolves want to crank the tempo. A first down run in the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. Right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harrison. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And they'll try to tack on 2. They want to throw it. Still looking on the move. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To the air, it's Bradley. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On second down, he's looking downfield. What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This guy is so